All right, good morning, my lovely students. Hope you guys just doing fine. Today is the last day before your Easter vacation. So I would like to wish you a happy Easter. And today we are going to be discussing the exercises regarding your section, the writing section, writing an essay, advantages and disadvantages. And we will be solving the exercises from your students and workbooks. So please grab your books and let us start. Open your students book to page 144, 144 in your students book, and let us start. And let me remind you that today's class is a participation class. And here I believe that you guys have the screen in front of you. Unit 11 will go to the writing section in order to start or to finish, to continue what we started yesterday. In this or on this page 144, we talked about something that is called brainstorming. So we said in order to write our essay in here, we have to have ideas. We have to collect ideas and we will sort them in groups that are related to each other. And here in our case, we said that our essay is regarding advantages and disadvantages. So our ideas should be put in two groups, which are the advantage group and the disadvantage or the pros and cons groups. And then we will start writing our essay. Next, the next slide is about exercise number A, and I believe that we already did it. Exercise number A and number B, or and B, and now we will go to exercise C where we stopped yesterday. And the instruction in here is read the example essay. So here we are having an example essay, an essay, and underline any of the advantages and disadvantages from A. Okay, any of the advantages and disadvantages from exercise A. Here, we know that the first paragraph is about the introduction, and then the second one is about the advantages, the third one is about the disadvantages, and the last one is our conclusion. In conclusion, so I would like a student to start reading, and the first student will read the first two paragraphs, the introduction and the first body paragraph. And let me see hands. Ya Abdullah, start, dear.
Yes. Teenage crime is an unfortunate fact of life. The question is, though, is community service for young offenders a good idea? To begin with, there are many benefits of community service. Community service makes sure young offenders are punished and benefits others at the same time. It takes away their freedom and it makes them think about their role in society. For example, cleaning up public areas or looking after people in the community force young offenders to put other people's needs before their own.
Thank you,
On
dear.
that,
Thank you, dear. Abdullah, what is the or what are the advantages in this paragraph, in the second paragraph in here? What can you give me an advantage?
no, community service puts
Makes, yes.
makes young offenders not do any more crimes, like make their career put their career to an end, like this.
All right. Or can you state it? Can you say it from the paragraph itself? Can you provide me with an example? For example.
cleaning up public areas or looking after people in the community force.
Thank you. يا عيني عليك. All right. Let's have another student in order to read the second body paragraph with the conclusion. And here I'll have, let me see, يلا يا Julie.
Yes, teacher. On the other hand, community service has its disadvantages. If dangerous criminals are allowed to live in society, people might be at risk. Furthermore, young offenders who only receive community service may not think that it's a serious punishment, and they won't be put off committing other crimes in the future. In conclusion, I think community service should only be used for criminals who are not dangerous and who take it seriously as a punishment. Consequently, each case must be judged individually to make sure that the punishment given is suitable for each criminal.
For each criminal. Thank you, dear. Can you give me one disadvantage from the third paragraph in here? On the other hand, paragraph?
I think it's if dangerous criminals are allowed to live in society, people might be at risk.
يعني عليكي. Yes, yes. And can you provide me with the example in here? They may not think.
They may not think that it's a serious punishment, and they won't be put off committing.
Yes, dear. Thank you. So let us check our answers in here. Yes, as Abdullah said, it benefits others. All right, and it's like cleaning up public areas or looking after people in the community. And the disadvantage of having the community service as a punishment is that other people might be at risk because the criminals are outside the prison and their punishment was just community service. So they may not think that it is a serious punishment. So they will commit other crimes in the future. They will commit other crimes in the future. Thank you, dears. Let's go to exercise D. And exercise D is about read the example essay one more time, the one which was in exercise C, and answer these questions. We have read it already, so let us answer the questions. Who would like to answer? Let me see hands. Do we have hands? Hello? Here, the first question is, does the introduction rephrase the wording in the task? Does the introduction rephrase the wording in the task? Let us look at the task in here. Let us look at the task. The task is talking about, is community service for young offenders a good idea? So it talks about the community service. All right, so here, did the writer paraphrase or rephrase the topic? Let me see hands in here. Do you have anyone who wants to answer? Hello? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So no one wants to answer? Tulin, are you here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I think, no, yes.
Yes, all right. Okay. Number 2. Has the writer included all the arguments from A? You guys didn't prepare, huh? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you answer number 2?
Yes. Has the writer included all arguments from A, Y, or minus? Yes, teacher, you have included all of them.
Are you sure?
No, in A, he hasn't included all of them. No, wait.
All right, so in A, he didn't got all of them because in 3 and 4 go to A. It cuts prison costs, and 4 it allows people to stay with their families. Did he discuss that?
No.
No, thank you. Let's go to number 3 in here. What?
Can I say something? He used the strategy to pick the most important things that he needs to talk, or that he should talk about it, so he can give the idea for people in the correct way.
All right, thank you, dear. Yes, let's go to number 3. Which words and phrases are used to link ideas in the essay? Let's go to the essay one more time. What are the linking words, the connecting words, such as here we have though, okay? What are other words here? They were put in order to connect the ideas.
Teacher, maybe to begin with.
يعني عليكي. Thank you. This is another one. Who else? يلا.
On the other
On
hand.
the other hand.
On the other hand. ممتازين. What else?
In conclusion.
Furthermore. If I want to give an example, what do I say?
For example.
For example. All right. We have a couple of them in the last paragraph.
Conclusion, teacher.
In conclusion, yes. And another one?
Consequently.
Consequently. يعني عليكم. So let's check our answer in here. Yes, we have the to begin with. For example, on the other hand, in order to make a contrast between the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages. Furthermore, in order to add ideas in conclusion, in order to sum up, and consequently, in order to give a result. To have a result. Thank you, dears. Let's go to number 4. Has the writer given a balanced view of pros and cons? Okay.
Yes.
Or was he balanced with that?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Why? Because he gave us advantages and disadvantages. Thank you. What about number 5? Where is the writer's personal opinion expressed? In what paragraph?
In the last paragraph.
In the last
conclusion, teacher. In
conclusion, yes, in the last paragraph, and it is called in conclusion, in the conclusion. Thank you, dears. Let's go to exercise E in here, and it is about matching the paragraphs. So yesterday we explained that the structure of writing an essay regarding advantages and disadvantages, the structure of the essay has to have 4 main paragraphs. So here we have to match the paragraphs with the letter that fits in the front of it. So who would like to start? Let me see hands. We have hands in here. Go ahead, ya Abdullah, number 1. In paragraph 1, what should I include?
We have to introduce the topic to be discussed. Number D. The lesson.
Thank you, Abdullah. Let's go to number 2 in here, ya Sultan.
Teacher, paragraph 2, discuss the arguments for.
Which are the advantages or disadvantages, ya Sultan?
Advantages, then we discuss the
advantages. Yes, thank you, dear. Let's go to paragraph number 3, Caroline.
Discuss the argument against.
Against, يعني عليكي. And number 4, ya Ramiz.
Yes, teacher. Sum up and state your opinion.
Sum up and state your opinion. Yes, we'll go now to exercise F, and you guys have to use the useful expressions. They are stated in your student book on page 145 in order to be able to answer this question. So look at the useful expressions and choose the correct answers. Here we have a box in your student's book which is called, or it's titled with the title useful expressions, and there are two columns. The first one is regarding advantages and disadvantages, and the second one is regarding discussing crimes. We have to use them in order to answer our question in here. And number one will be 4. Let me see. Do we have a new hand. Elizabeth, go ahead, dear.
The offender was sentenced 20 months in prison too.
يعني عليكي. So he was sentenced to 12 months in prison. Thank you, dear. Let's go to number 2. And here, كرم المساعدة.
Yes, teacher. Some punishments can cause more harm than good.
يعني عليك. Thank you. Number 3, Julie.
Yes, teacher. People who break the law should be punished.
Thank you. People who break the law should be punished. Thank you, yeah, Julie. Let's go to number 4. And here, do we have a new hand? Lean. Good morning, dear.
Good morning, teacher.
Go ahead.
The first time offender was let off with a warning.
With a warning. Thank you, dear. And the last one in this exercise will be for Ramez.
Yes, teacher. What are the argument for and against prison sentence? Against prison sentence.
Prison sentences. Yes. What are the arguments for and against prison sentences? And it is a synonym for advantages and disadvantages. So here, if we have the word advantages, we should put disadvantages. And here, if we have the word pros, it should be cons. Thank you, dears. Let's check our answers. And yes, they are all correct. Let's go now to the next exercise. I believe in exercise G, we already have done this exercise yesterday. We had a sample. We read the exercise and we had a sample in yesterday's class. And let me tell you something. This exercise and the last exercise in your workbooks, okay, they will be as a homework in order to write your own essay. But let me tell you something. I will give you enough time, so do not worry. Okay, you don't have to worry about it in the Easter vacation, because I will assign it to you, okay, if you guys have time, but I will give you 2 weeks, not just 1 week. So the week of Easter and the next week in order to write your essays. Now let us move to your workbooks in order to solve the last exercises regarding our lesson in here. So let's all grab your workbooks, and I believe our exercises are on page 79. So everybody open your workbooks to page 79 and let us start. We have, I believe, 3 more exercises. So our first exercise is complete the phrases with 1 word. Complete the phrases. Let me see students in here. Yeah, Sultan, start.
Teacher, do you hear me?
Yes.
I want to just down my hand. I don't know how to do this.
It's okay, Sultan. Just go ahead. Number 1.
Pros and teacher, I don't know actually.
And
I wanted advantages.
Teacher, can I answer it?
okay, go ahead.
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. Thank you. Yeah, Ramiz and Sultan. We said that they are synonyms for advantages and disadvantages, right?
Yes.
So be careful for next time. Let
do
me
that.
have a student. Sultan, please do not interrupt.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Julie, number 2.
Teacher, actually, I don't know the first one, but I know the second one. On
They
the
are,
other hand.
both are the same, dear.
Oh, in the one hand and on the other hand?
Yes, on the one hand
Okay.
and on the other hand. And here, because we are having an essay regarding advantages and disadvantages, so we are contrasting. So I say on one hand, etc., and on the other hand, etc. You got it now, dear?
Yes, teacher.
All right, thank you. Let's go to number 3 in here, and I'll have Abdullah.
For and against.
يعني عليك for and against, and it's a synonym also for the words advantages and disadvantages. And for number 4, the last one, يلا كارو.
Have its advantages and disadvantages.
يعني عليك having this its advantages and disadvantages. Here we have a reminder. Tulin, read.
Yes, teacher. Read the writing below and then write yes or no next to the statement.
Are you looking at the screen?
No, teacher. Okay. Learning reminder. Brainstorming. When you write an essay, what is this, teacher?
Requiring
you to discuss. يتطلب. Okay.
Yes.
To discuss the advantages and disadvantages of an issue, make a quick list of your ideas. Then sort your idea into the order you will present them in. This should take you no more than a few minutes to do.
Thank you. So as we discussed before, we have to make a brainstorming or do a brainstorming in order before we pick up our pens and start writing, because if you guys don't have ideas, you do not know what you will write. So you have to firstly collect ideas and then sort them regarding the topic that you have, and then start writing your essay. Thank you. Let's go to exercise B in here, and the instruction is read the writing task below and then write yes or no next to the statements. Your English teacher has asked you to read the extract, so here we are having an extract from an article, below, and then to write an essay. Write an essay discussing the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages of becoming a police officer. So here our topic is regarding becoming a police officer. So now I'd like a student to read the extract for me and answer number 1. And I'll have, let me see. We have Ramiz, Abed, Julie, Caroline. Let's go, Abed. Start reading, dear.
Teacher, the paragraph?
Yes, one of the most
difficult and dangerous jobs must be that of a police officer. However, many young people want to join the police force. Is it really a good job, though, or should young people avoid it?
Thank you. Abdullah, let me ask you a question before answering number 1. Which paragraph is this paragraph from the essay? What do you think?
It's the first paragraph.
Is it the introduction, the conclusion?
Yes, it's the introduction.
What?
Introduction.
It's the introduction. Thank you, dear. So, all right, let's all look at it. One of the most difficult and dangerous jobs must be that of a police officer. So here, the topic is about becoming a police officer. Number 1, ya Abdullah, you will explain why you want. Is it talking about you or in general? So you will explain why you want to join the police officer. Is it yes or no?
It's a no. Because I'm talking in general.
Thank you, dear.
For myself.
Thank you. Number 2, you will mention the dangers of police work. Julie,
Yes,
you will
teacher.
mention the dangers of police work? Yes,
I think
thank
yes.
you. Number 3 is for Ramiz. You will present only
Yes.
one side of the argument?
No, teacher, we can't.
Is
make
it
that.
just one side?
No, teacher.
So
We
we have to
we-
mention or to present both
all
sides,
the
right?
teacher.
All اللي هم ايش advantages and
Disadvantages, and we can make we can mention.
Ramiz.
Yes, teacher. We can mention and pros and cons, teacher. Disadvantage and advantage.
And like the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages. So here it's not about just only one side. We have to include both sides or the two sides, which are the pros and cons. Thank you, Yaramis. And we'll go to number 4 in here. Do you have new hands? Go ahead, Caroline.
You will give your opinion
You
of
will
the
give
issue.
your opinion of the issue.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, because in conclusion, when writing an essay regarding the advantages and disadvantages, we said from the structure that we have to give our own opinion at last, and if we have an advice for the person who is reading our essay. Thank you, dears. Let's go to the last exercise in here. And here we have read the model essay. We have a model essay in here and answer the questions Our introduction in here is that certain jobs such as that of a police officer, so we are talking about the same subject, can be very dangerous. For this reason, should young people, this is the question, this is the topic that we are going to discuss, should young people be discouraged from joining the police force؟ انه نشجعهم انهم ما يفوتوا على على البوليس force. Let us see. I'd like a student to read the extract for me, the text, the first paragraph or the second paragraph, I believe in here, and I'll have Yalla Julie read. To begin
Yes,
with,
teacher. To begin with, there are many advantages to being a police officer. It is the kind of job that gives enormous satisfaction because you are serving the community and protecting
satisfaction, dear, satisfaction.
satisfaction.
All
Because
right,
you are
what is the meaning of satisfaction?
إنه إبهار شيء مبهر.
Not really.
الراحة.
الراحة والرضا, that you guys are satisfied regarding this issue. Yes, thank you. Because Julie Kamli.
Because you are serving the community and protecting it from criminals. It is, in fact, one of the most important jobs in our society and one which there will always be a need for.
Thank you, dear. Let's have another student in order to read. Ramis.
Yes, teacher. On the mind side, yes, teacher. So it does have the disadvantages. First and foremost, it can be a dangerous job as police officer and exposed are exposed to criminal.
Exposed. Okay, Ramis, calm down, slowly, Habibi. Exposed
to criminal. Yes,
violence.
to criminal. Miss Eshay. Violence, and many have been injured or killed while on مش مبينة هاي
while on duty.
While on duty. Also, police officers receive little respect from some people, and this must make their job unpleasant at times.
Thank you, dear. Let's have a student in order to read the conclusion, ya Caro.
Okay, teacher. To sum up, I believe that the police do a very important and worthwhile job. Consequently, despite and dangers, it's a good strangers. It's good career choice for career choice for people who want to serve the community.
Thank you. It's a good career. What's the meaning of career?
مهنة.
مهنة. Yes, the job. Thank you, dear. Okay, let's go to exercise or question number 1. What advantages are discussed? Who can tell me? يلا.
Teacher, to begin with, there are many advantages to begin a police officer.
All right. So, okay, give me one, Ramiz.
Teacher, it is the kind of job that gives enormous satisfaction.
يعني عليك. Thank you. Give me another one. I believe Tulin or who wanted to answer. Yes, go ahead.
Because and it's one of the most important jobs in our society and one which there will always be a need for.
A need for, yes. And here we have to another one who can tell me what's the other one. It is protecting
from
يعني عليك. Yes. So yes, so here we have the job satisfaction, protecting the community, and it is always a need for a police officer. Let's go to number 2 in here. What disadvantages are discussed?
Teacher, can I answer?
Yes, go ahead.
Teacher, it can be a dangerous job as a police officer are exposed to criminal
Yes, yes. Okay,
yes,
so
and
it's a dangerous job, and we have another one. What is it?
Can I say it?
Yes.
Many have been injured or killed while or duty.
On duty, yes. Okay, and okay, this includes the word dangerous, but here we have another one also. Police officers receive what? Little respect from other people. Yes. And for number 3, what does the writer conclude? What does he conclude in here?
His opinion.
His opinion, which is regarding the job, which is it is
a good career choice for people who want to serve the community.
يا عيني عليكم يا عيني عليكم. With that, we will be done with our exercises, and as I told you, I will assign you a homework, but for 2 weeks in order to have time, which are exercises G from your student book, or right in one of them, not both of them, or exercise D in your workbooks. And for now, time is up. So I would like to wish you a happy Easter, and I'll see you next, I believe next Wednesday. So have a nice time. Enjoy Easter with your family, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.